Hey, hey, beautiful Geminis. Let's start out. No channeling today, please, Spirit. I don't mind doing it, but I'm telling you, it's really draining. So, Gemini, what's going on, Gemini? Lord, give Gemini some good news here today. Gemini. Embracing intuitive gifts, finding your balance, awaiting some results. What is Gemini waiting on? A move, somebody to make a move, a powerful move in love, feeling connected to one soulmate connection, learning about love. Healing from love, manifesting healing, manifesting a new beginning, manifesting love. Somebody could have been manipulating in love. I don't know. Success and growth, dedicated effort. Somebody is releasing something that's like they could be have like been broke open, releasing something really emotional. I don't know. Seeing the sun, let love abounds. Self-love, you're shining, you're happy, you're healing. It's like someone felt like they put in a dedicated effort, or maybe they're willing to. Somebody is seeking. Standing up for yourself, choosing your battles. Someone had to make a choice, or learning to choose your battles wisely, seeking. Someone was refusing to see something. Feeling alone. There's a lantern lit for them to find their way. And maybe someone is trying to, feeling lost, no direction. Yet they have a compass here. There's no movement. They got one hand on their heart and one hand in the water. A very emotional period. Somebody's moving on from something that was very emotional. They've been broke open. Trying to nurture themselves, and strengthening bonds is here. It's like they had to learn to master their emotions. It's like learning about emotional things, or learning about healing. Somebody had to change their focus and release something that they were believing. Separation, rest. Because somebody needed help lifting up their heart, or healing again. And it's the same energy. This man, this child, this man, this child, it's the same people. It's like healing inner childhood wounds. It's like the way that they were believing is that They were not to be thinking from their heart. They had to release something that they were believing. Not to show emotions, but I can tell you they were refusing to see that that's the lesson indeed that they had to learn, to release what was keeping them from feeling. It's like they gave away their heart. When someone detached, freeing someone set them free emotionally. Someone had to detach here. Clarity, getting clear of what they were believing. Yeah, sacral chakra, passion. Feeling like they don't have an opportunity because somebody released them, because they could have been in their thinking with their sacral chakra like all about passion, and they had to release that belief system. It's not all about passion, it's about emotion, and this person had their emotions in a cage. They were not emotional. They had to release that belief that you are not supposed to be emotional. They could have learned that from a child, to not be emotional. It's all about passion and sex. They have to release that because they're not going to have opportunities. They are feeling like now they don't have an opportunity. They're facing their darkest fears. Learning to take control, taking leadership for their joy and their stability. Maybe their darkest fears was that if they stayed in control, you know, of their emotions, that they had to release that belief. If they ever wanted joy, if they ever wanted stability, and taking ownership of it. Taking the lead, taking ownership, stepping out of the dark into the light. You know, learning a lesson. It's the shadow. Having to face the shadow, their shadow self, do the work. They try to control their emotions. Trust is a factor now. Listening. Challenging times. Could be no communication, and it's like they've gone seeking someone went seeking the truth. It's like, believe and you will succeed. There is love here. Once someone learns to master how to control their emotions, like, you can't, like, someone had to master their emotions. Like I said, they kept their heart in a cage. Well, it's no good being in a cage, being emotionally detached, How are you going to find love if you can't trust someone enough to be emotional with them? And it's like somebody had to take ownership of this, take the lead in it, and learn. You don't have to stay in the shadows. You can be powerful and feel. It's balance. Find the balance. Sadness and isolation, because they couldn't find the balance. That was the problem. There was no balance. It's like you can't have just passion without love. They were trying to withhold their emotions, thinking that, well, if you're emotional, you're not really a leader, you know? They had no balance. They weren't balanced. And they have to break free of these beliefs in order to heal. This person had inner childhood wounds they had to fix. It's just learning to breathe and observe. Take a deep breath. Observe. They were broken open so they could heal. And now the win or lose, something had to change. Something had to change. They win or lose, going for it. They need to. If they haven't, they got to take that sword and free themselves of these chains. They could take that sword and smash those chains that have been holding them back. Win or lose, some change had to happen. Giving, and to be able to give and receive equally. How can you do it? Rebuild. Take the lead again. Dreams are coming true. Or maybe somebody thought their dreams were coming true. I don't know. It's being willing to open up to the universe to make these dreams come true. And maybe somebody wasn't open to it. Healing begins. New vitality. Opening up. Solar plexus chakra. This is new. New experiences. Embracing. Receiving of the universe. Third eye chakra being, they weren't seeing, but now they see. It's like spread your wings. Somebody had to do some shadow work here and are awaiting results, because someone is feeling helpless and hopeless. They're doing shadow work and awaiting results. It could have to do about this child. Confronting the inner child. Doing the work, having to confront the inner child who was feeling helpless and hopeless. But they're grown now. You can take the lead and you can heal. Freeing yourself because it was leaving someone out of balance. with their masculine and their feminine energies. It's like having to confront that inner child who is feeling helpless and hopeless. So they could share the love. Helping hands are reaching out here. It's about teaching and learning. Daydreams and decisions, solid foundations, a well-deserved reward, building on a solid foundation, making their dreams come true, learning. It's like somebody helping hands reaching out. So that's like the universe. It's like someone learns to teach. Someone was like someone's teacher that were reaching out to help this person to be able to share their love. And if somebody did this healing, they would receive a well-deserved reward, or they did, because maybe somebody did do the work and now they're receiving a well-deserved reward. Happy, shining, sunshine, new foundation, building on a new foundation. Gemini. What does this reading mean for Gemini? What about this for Gemini? Is there going to be a coming together here, Spirit, between two people? Somebody wants to offer the truth. Or somebody needs to take that sword and sever something, and maybe they did, but there is a victory here, a new beginning. Someone feeling they didn't see what was being offered to them. The universe was offering them this cup, but it's like investing, looking at all the time and energy spent in a situation, or looking at all the toil and labor. I don't know. Could have something to do with a contract. It could have something to do with a third party, or looking at co-creating or working together. Feeling like they've toiled and labored. And it's like the High Priestess here. Intuition, spiritual. Jesus, somebody got just selfish and greedy. Why did they do this? It was to learn a lesson. That is commitment. That is... Why'd they go another path? Because they got... they chose another path. They refused to see what the universe had offered them. This is a soul contract. This is a marriage, a higher level of commitment, or a higher level of a spiritual union, or a lesson learned. Things came to an end. Someone had to face their darkest fears here, because they either involved the third party sexually. They were thinking sex only. What's it gonna hurt? I can hide things. Nobody's gonna find out. I'll be a little selfish. I deserve this reward. Well, they faced their darkest fears. Is what they did, because it was unfair. They're getting justice here. There's justice. You gotta learn this lesson. It's a spiritual lesson that had to be learned. It's like they acted like they didn't care. Ruthless. Didn't care who got hurt. And perhaps they were trying to make someone else jealous by involving a third party. Smug, arrogant, don't care who gets hurt here. I want to go have sex. I'm going to go get a third party. I deserve it. It's a well-deserved reward, so I can be like, oh, head honcho guy here. Problem was, somebody was observing. You can't fool a high priestess. Nothing gets past her. So high priestess goes observing what's going on over there. Putting me in a competition, fighting, arguing, starting fights and arguments so you can go play around? I think not. Ghosted. They said, okay, I'll be happy alone. I'm the high priestess. I have psychic abilities here. I have intuitive abilities here. I'm confident. I stand on my own. I am the high priestess. Because of someone's actions, someone moved on. Waiting for them to communicate. Turned their back, perhaps, or was waiting for this high priestess to communicate to them. High priestesses, no. Oh, so they started looking out what else is out there, started communicating, having sex, betraying a high priestess, juggling them. There's love here. Someone wants a victory. Someone wants to be thought of as like a good reputation. They're under judgment. This person likes to be well thought of. They like, I deserve this reward. Accolades, attaboys, pats on the back. Hey, yeah, you're juggling. Woohoo! Well, they're getting judgment. Because they were toxic. And now I don't think this person is so well thought of. They're like, they were, apparently, but they were toxic. They're the devil. started getting attention from like thinking that this was going to make them well thought of, maybe to their buddies, but not to a high priestess. Things changed. A well-deserved reward is not the devil, you know. Started acting cold, detached in their communications because they were out playing. They were trying to think that they could manipulate and hurt a high priestess. High priestess walks away. That's your choice. That's your decision. Living in an illusion. This person figured by having several options that, you know, they'd be attaboy, attaboy, you got another one, a score. High priestess, like, missed opportunity here. Block communication, just like, and but they're still holding on to this high priestess. It's like, high priestess is like holding on to this. This was destined. It wasn't high priestesses. They were in a contract, a spiritual contract. There was true love. It's destined. It's the star. That's fate. That's destiny. Cowardly left a high priestess out in the cold. The emperor giving to 2. There's that balance. I don't know if the emperor's feeling wounded, afraid, trapped, wounded because they were giving to 2. And now here is because somebody didn't trust them. That's why. No. I don't know. They involved the baby mama. And it's almost like they mistrusted something about a child. Well, they were obviously, yeah. Took too long. Protection here. Offered protection, but they mistrusted something in this cup. What it was. At a distance. Closure. End of a cycle. Balance. To make things fair. To make things balanced. They stayed in limbo. They took too long to offer emotion. To offer commitment. To offer whatever. Things came to an end. The Empress. Twin flame. Solid foundation. It's like this person has tons of emotional baggage that they need to deal with. This emperor now is heavily burdened. They have a lot of baggage, emotional baggage that they have not dealt with. And now they're angry because they ended something with their divine counterpart, this spiritual contract where there was love. And because they couldn't show their emotions, their feelings, they probably were commitment dodger that just took too freaking long. I'm talking about a situation that was a long-term, lot of years invested in this union. And instead of offering their divine counterpart a proper commitment, they were an attention whore, seeking affection somewhere else, because they have their own baggage, and it is emotional baggage. It was nothing that this divine partner did or didn't do. It was this person's inner childhood wounds, believing that, oh, sex is everything. I gotta look good to my buddies. Well, they pushed. They were like too defensive, too guarded. Just like, don't get near me. Pushed their divine partner away. Well, this divine partner was here to teach them how to express their emotions, how not to mistrust, how to feel. That was the lesson of this divine partner, to help them to heal. They actually were their healer, their teacher, their guide. And this person pushed them away, thinking that, I want to look like this King of Pentacles here. I got everything I need. I'm rich. I got money. I got abundance. I don't need nothing. Spilt out all these cups. They refused to see something in a family connection with this other lover. They were in denial of something. It's like they could have been working hard for a family situation, but now involve working hard with a family situation, because it's looking like there's another energy involved here now, with kids playing in the yard. But they were refusing to see. Now, I don't know. They were foolish. They were refusing to see that they were foolish. And it's like somebody had to cut them off. Someone was more, oh, what's this? What? Went sneaking away here, because their focus was all on their wand. But I'm seeing that this wand probably grew a child. Or this is the past. Yeah, they probably figured out that there was children involved. And it's like, could have had another family or a commitment with children somewhere else. Tower come crashing down. Now they want to come toward their soulmate. Or perhaps they thought they were going to a soulmate, but there's a tower here. Because in this commitment, it's like, I don't know, there's news. They're sneaking away. It's like someone was refusing to see they're comparing. It's like something to do with this child. Now they want to, there's been a tower in this family unit. Let's put it that way. There's a big tower in this family situation. And it's like now they want to come and present an offer to their soulmate. And come toward their soulmate because they've gone through a tower with their money, perhaps, with this family commitment, this family, because they're comparing something about this child. It's something to do with the child, news about this child. The good news is probably that it's not their child, to be quite honest with you. And it's like somebody was refusing to see that this other lover was cheating. Maybe the other lover had another lover. There's too many energies here. All I do know is for this divine counterpart, Spirit goes, okay, you broke the contract. I'm going to make a new soulmate contract for this beautiful divine partner here. New contract. New love. It's fated. It's destined. Now this other person wants to come in. Because they're going through a tower within this family dynamic. Could be their finances, or they're paying child support, but they're looking at comparing wands. They don't even look the same. Like, I gotta be real here. It's like they're feeling like a fool because they were cheated on. They refuse to see that all the work that they put into this family situation with this other lover, they regret it because it could very well have been for money, and I don't know. They're heavily burdened now, and it's like they're angry. They're angry. This is the father role. They're like, there was something that this was in this cup that they should have paid attention to, that they're like saying, hey, I had protection here. I don't trust this baby mama situation because this child don't look like me. This not me. It's, or something to do with that. There's another, who's the father of this child? Because this person was giving to two. There was a third party. And now it's like they're facing poverty. It's like weird energy here. It's a case of the player got played, I think. Can you please give Gemini some good news? What's going to happen? Well, that's very good news. It's like somebody is fulfilling their dreams here. Somebody is, to be honest with you, you're better off single than with that person, because look how abundant you are. You're the queen of all queens here. You're building a new solid foundation. You could be purchasing a house. You're single. You are stable. You see your value. Other people see you as a go-getter, very attractive, very beautiful, intuitive. You know, Spirit goes, okay, you want to break this contract. And it was a spiritual contract, a spiritual union. I'm not talking regular relationships. I'm talking about like probably a twin flame relationship or a deep soulmate connection. This spiritual union that was destined to happen was a soulmate contract. So they had a spiritual partner, but they chose a karmic contract. as a spiritual lesson to be learned. And now they want to come back in. They cowardly left, but they want to come back in and reestablish this contract. Well, I see that this spiritual partner is quite confident on their own. It's like they don't need anybody. They can do it alone. The Spirit's saying, well, if you don't want the past, how about a new soulmate contract? Somebody who is upright, who is fair. Long-term commitment, who will, take the lead here and be fair and balanced. It's a new cycle. It's a blessing. Tables have turned. This person is facing spiritual judgment for what they did, because it was a higher level spiritual contract that this person broke. And it's like the truth has been revealed. There was love here. This was true love. But they went probably listening to their groupies and decided to make themselves look like some kind of He-Man over there or something, and they messed up. And I can tell you that Spirit is not pleased with them. They're under judgment, spiritual judgment. The good news for Gemini is it's looking like you're getting a new soulmate. That is a true blessing. It's marriage is in the card. It's a solid foundation. It's like single, you're going to be blessed, like with abundance, finances. You could be buying a new home, purchasing a home. Could be moving into a new home. Thoughts. Courage. Universe. The universe wanted to come in reverse here. They weren't listening to the universe. They were refusing to listen to the universe. Merlin, the magician here, saying their prayers to the universe. This person could have fire in their chart. It's really prevalent here. Making a decision. Afraid. Because they're afraid to come toward you. They're saying their prayers. They're thinking of you. They're trying to manifest you. They're trying to get their courage up with the help of the universe, praying to the universe to give them courage, because you're so independent now, you may not need them. But the truth is, they're passionate about you, wanting this Avalon, this peace, this home. You're shining, you're blossoming. You've learned to love of self. You've learned to stay stable, grounded, and earthy, dedicated. You're just sitting over here being grateful for all the abundance that you've received or will be. Well, they want to express themselves because they're depressed. Shadows. They could be doing the shadow work. I don't know. Or they're, yeah, scars, to heal their scars. because something was laying dormant. They've received some sort of revelation. Oh, gifts is here. And wisdom. Maybe it's a mirror going on. These two are divine partners. You mirror one another. So like in this case, you're the teacher and they're the student, and they have to learn by what you do. You're sitting over here loving a self, filling your own cup, being at peace, being grateful for all this independence. You're on fire, you're passionate, you're highly independent, and they're like all in this fear and facing the shadows and having to do this work. Well, they want to find their way back to you is what they want to do. And if you're not if you're not entertaining this past person, this is a new person on your path that you're going to connect with. It's very peaceful, it's very abundant, it's grounded, it's stable. Somebody's going to initiate something. Oh yeah, communication, and a lot of it. They want to come home, do they? And nurture this. Or they need nurturing. Well, there's been a loss. They're feeling the loss. They feel this death. I'm telling you right now. They're hoping there's a little hope here to ride back on in. Because divine order is here. If you're not reconciling with anybody, Gemini, this is new. You took your power back. You're riding on that dragon. You've defeated this loss. You took the bull by the horns, riding on the dragon's back here. Whew, headed straight into this beautiful abundance, because this is divine order. They broke the contract, so you have nothing to worry about here. You're going to be nourished. You're going to be very healthy, a healthy future, healthy relationships. King Arthur. Don't you know it, Spirit? That's the Emperor, a real emperor. New world. Self-worth and new world and companions. Knowing your self-worth. There's beauty. It's destiny. There's been silence. Time is running out. Spirit is saying, like sands through the hourglass, time is running out for this person to make their move. The silence is almost over. Ends up very happy with the sun. So like I said, if you're not entertaining anybody from the past, this is a real emperor. It's destiny involved here. Someone who sees your worth, you know your self-worth. This is happiness. This is the sun. This is a new world, a new beginning. You loving you. Filling your own cups. Take care, beautiful Gemini.